Well, Warwick, thanks very much for having a look at our product today. So this is a product that you can touch, you can smell, you can inhale. It's totally user-friendly. What's unique about it is that it's a wipe-on, wipe-off application. It works on any surface. Wipe it on as you see, left to right. After you've wiped it on, get a paper towel, dry it back, give it a few seconds, it'll evaporate as it is doing there. And that's back to its original state, not a layer of fat and grease, what have you. You can now get your hand, you can touch it. It's got a protective coating on there that will prevent any further build-up. Burn marks are traditionally very hard to get off. I'm sure you haven't taken a burn mark off. That's easier than that. Okay, so it's a wipe-on, wipe-off application, and it works very, very easy on any surface that you like to clean. There are numerous surfaces that have got caked and built on marks. This will actually eat through there exactly in the same manner. And as you see, as the chemical activates with one finger, I can strip that straight back to bare metal with a couple wipes. I'm not using any scourer, any steel wool. It's a wipe-off application. Okay. You have high traffic areas, and one of these high traffic areas would be an area such as this that has a lot of stuff going over it. Again, we wipe it on from left to right. That's what we've taken off. We get a dry paper towel, and once we've dried it, you'll see that metal is back to its original surface. Okay?
It's like new.
It's like new. We then go to places such as this. This is a Rational oven, which is probably one of the most expensive ovens. They claim to have a self-cleaning function, as you know, and they have very expensive detergents. These expensive detergents, though, can't get things such as this off back to the original condition. If you see what I've just wiped there, you can actually shave in the reflection of that. That's back to brand new boom. Okay. Now, we can go then to the next section, which are things such as oven doors, baked on oven grease. You normally need or require a separate oven cleaner to clean a section such as this. Here I can wipe this on there like so. I'm not using any gloves, I'm not following a flow chart, but I've just taken that oven door back to its original surface. Okay, so that's a ceramic compound. Anywhere where you got burn or grease or fat, it's as simple as just putting that on there like that as a wipe. And as you wiped it on, get a paper towel, wipe it straight back, it's back to bare metal.
And you're not wearing any protective equipment?
No protective gloves whatsoever. Chrome trays that have got any burn, we'll just put one finger on there. And I'm not even pushing hard, I'm just touching that. And as I've touched that, I'm just touching it softer than a piano keyboard. It's straight off, okay? And that's back to bare metal. Now, you also have utensils. You have, I noticed cups. There was a cup floating around here. And this is a cup, obviously, that has a lot of coffee through it. It's got staining in it. These stains are very, very hard to get off. This is how easy we're able to get this stain off with that coffee cup. So we wipe it on there like so. And there's your coffee cups. Okay? So it works on ceramic, works on glass, chrome, nickel, pewter. I'll go now to these panels. These panels get a lot of abuse throughout your busy periods. And I'll just show you how easy we can take one of these panels back to their original surface. We wipe it on there like so. That's back to its original surface. There's no residue, no fat. The most unique benefit of this now is that you can touch it with your bare hands. You cannot leave marks on it. It's got a protective coating of silica on it.
I thought the kitchen was clean.
All right. Now I'm just going to pop around the corner and I'm going to grab a utensil that I saw. It's something that you would clean quite often. You'll be this nasty one here. Now, this saucepan is quite challenging to clean at times. And you can imagine the bottom, you'd have to use scourers or pads or whatever it is. I'm just going to get my finger and I'm going to run my finger through there with one hand, and that's what I've been able to take off back to bare metal. Okay? I then go and get another side of the cloth and I'll clean this section here straight back to bare metal. And as I do that, it'll just strip the metal back to its original surface. As you see there.
Do you have to use a special?
Any cloth is fine, as long as it's damp. Could be microfiber, could be flannelette, preferably not sponge. The product also works extremely well on glass. Glass is a very challenging thing to get clean, and you'll see you've got a lot of black spots on here. This will actually take those caked on carbonized spots back to the original surface. You wouldn't get this with conventional ammonias and dirt. Okay, and they've been really caked on there, but you gotta just, and you see what's happening there, it just takes it straight back. Okay?
That is bloody amazing, that is. To get that back so clean and so effortlessly is amazing. That's a hard carbon staining and he's just taking that off with ease. Definitely be cleaning the whole rest of this now.
These trays have got staining and marks on them, and this is how easy these marks come straight off. So we'll just run our finger across one of those there, and that's back to its original surface. Okay. You can also, if you wanted to clean surfaces such as this, take that back to its original look. And I'll just do one of those vents there to give you an idea, where we talked about earlier having equipment looking back to its original condition. That's it there.
That's incredible.
Incredible?
So I've been in this for 35 years in hospitality and I've never seen anything that lifts off, especially at the back of the ovens.
Things of that sort. So this is a typical example of a dishwasher filter. You'll see a beautiful efflorescent from all the dyes and the colours that they use. This is what happens when you run quick clean on it. It strips off all the dirt and the grime on the actual filter unit, and you'll just see that peel away there, and it'll strip that straight back to its original surface. Have a look at that colour. Actually, that's not a good example. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, definitely can.
You can see that. And the unique thing is, everyday items such as this, where you've got grease and fats, people try to clean this. They use sprays. The whole industry is covered with sprays. Here all we do is wipe on and wipe off, and there's your panel there. Back to its
like the day it was put in.
like the day it was put in. Okay, so it's a wipe on, wipe off. You've then got intricate things such as this that you've had in your display up the front. I'm going to clean a very section. I'm only going to use a diluted because this is a trophy of some sort. But I'll just show you what we can do with that. We can take that back to its original condition just by a couple wipes. Okay, and I don't know if you can see that on there, but it just strips off all the gunk and dirt. I'm going to show you a last section. If we can come around here. This is a section that had burn marks on it right across here. Normally very hard to clean. And I'm just going to show you what we're able to do there. We can wipe that on there like so. Get a paper cloth. Wipe that straight back. There's your section. You see it actually evaporate and come straight off. Okay? And once again, if you want to clean any section on here that's tarnished, you'll see what it does. It'll just strip the fat straight back to its original condition. I'd ask your honest opinion, being in the industry for so long, if you had to rate this from a score of 1 to 10.
It's up there.
It's up
there. And simply the benefits in a commercial kitchen as a chef, looking after a team, OH&S, number one, chemical awareness. But for the kitchen end now, to not have to put on the gloves, the goggles, the mask. This is just, like I said, you can touch it with your hands. Anyone can use it at any time. And it's taking those stains, which I thought honestly were never going to come off, with a lot of hard scrubbing and a lot of caustic-based chemicals. So yeah, I'm really impressed.
Terrific.
Yeah.
So again, just to summarise, it's something that replaces your stainless steel, your copper, your brass, your silvers, your cookware, your range hoods, your canopy filters, the whole lot. So we've got a 10 kilogram bucket that normally retails for $380. And if that was to cost $200, would we be able to put one aside for you?
You put a few aside for me.
Terrific. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.